Oh yeah. Sige, let's start. So good morning everyone. So this is now lesson number 3 for week number 3 of unit 1, the world of computing physics 101. So before we begin our lesson, let's start this morning with a prayer. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord, thank you for giving this day, despite of the earthquake that some of us experienced last night. Be able to manage to survive today, and I do hope that all my students woke up on the best side of their beds so that they could fulfill all their duties as students this day. And I hope that their families are safe as well. As we as in Jesus' name pray. Amen. Okay, good morning. So I'm so sorry.
Morning,
Hey,
sir.
good morning. I'm so sorry kay medyo walang kwanto no, naka-bedroom voice. Kay may slight sipon. Nantok sa balay. But anyways, this is now the end of our unit number 1. So this is because every unit or every term, we have 3 lessons for 3 weeks. So we will wrap up this unit with this lesson number 3. But later on, I will also be explaining to you what will be the mode of the process of your prelim examination. Okay, so let's check out this. I'll just wait everyone to log in. Okay, so let's start. Anyways, you can just turn off your camera if kasi parang may ano, baka naman, maka-apekto siya sa inyong internet connection. It's okay. Okay, let's begin. So Unit 1, the world of computing, lesson number 3, carrying the right attitude. So we've been seeing this hashtag ever since the first lesson. So today I'll be explaining to you what's that hashtag all about. Because you'll be embracing that hashtag for the entire journey here on BSI Third ITA. So this is the course description. I already introduced this the first time we've met for a lesson 1. So for modified hybrid classrooms, notify the instructional coach if you cannot attend a synchronous session. Be an active participant, always camera on, but in this case, you can just do camera off. I know naman that you're listening there, then mic off during lectures, mic on after lecture. Bus session. So how are you after the 2 lessons? I'll just read a few of the commentaries that are posted in our Facebook account to my questions. And what happened to Jasper? And ako talagang si Jasper. Sige, I do have few questions here. Five questions. But if your answers will not be read this time, you can still answer it on your instruction materials. Okay. Internet must be good to us. So the first question is, how do you prepare for a class in the flexible learning approach? So I have got here three answers. First is from Jasper. I set my goals. I always put in my mind that I can do all the challenges. I can pass through these lessons in preparing in preparing I must give my full percent focus in every activity. Okay. Galing, galing. Second is okay. Second answer from second answer from Princess Jane. I'm always looking forward for a new learning and knowledge for what we're going to tackle, and of course, be attentive and cooperative during the discussion. Third answer came from Jerwin. I always think about my future. That's why I always prepare for this easy or not. I'll be trying my best to learn. Okay. For those who will still be answering this question, please um, be specific on how you prepare. Like, um, do you always wake up late, or do you wait for the alarm, for the notification during for the event, for you to be able to be reminded that there will be a class? Do you do you take a bath before going live, or after waking up you just turn on your computer, or you go to your mobile phone and then join the group? So that's specific. Okay, so for question number two, what particular areas in studying CC 101 under flexible learning you found less interesting? So this is pertaining to the first 2 weeks that we've been together. So Princess said, I don't think I found less interesting in CC 101 subject, because every lesson I am very excited to learn something new. From Jerwin, nothing, because I want to learn more about CC 101 and I'm ready to listen every time you teach this subject. Okay. Okay. Okay, so um how should I put this? You should always think of some negative things that happen during our live session. We found it is not interesting. For example, um, the connection. So if did you find any trouble or problem in connecting um, the subject matter to your subject to your course? Come on, you're okay na din. I like it. What particular areas in studying 6101 under flexible learning you found interesting? So I got one answer for this from Jasper. Aside from the main lessons, I always found it interesting in listening to your stories, sir. That gave me lesson and urge to be more competent in the challenges of life. Last is, what strategies did you discover to keep motivated in studying CC 101 to cope up with distance learning? So I think you already have your ways on how to stay focused. So as what Jasper said, to stay focused, look forward, be positive, hard work, and always pray. Very good. To be patient from Princess all the time. Always positive, be understanding, and keep praying. And from Jerwin, focus and be patient. Okay. Very good. So I'll be expecting more answers later. So let's move on to the next slide. Okay, is it possible that 100% of the enrolled BSIT first year students will graduate by 2024? So you'll be expected to finish BSIT in 4 years' time because this is a 4-year course. So far, a lot of people are still saying that BSIT should be a 5-year course, just like engineering. But um, the real reason why is it that only engineering and medical courses go beyond the 4-year plan or journey? It's because of the financial status of Filipinos. Yes, because the more you stay in school, the more you pay. So Filipinos wanted to graduate right away. Now, good thing, senior high school was approved by the government. That's why um, one of the argument here was if without the K to 12, where they added 2 years, if you go abroad, you cannot actually proceed to the advanced studies, such as if you, uh, example, you finish PSIT after senior high school, so automatically you'll have an easier enrollment if you want to pursue just masters or postgraduate in other countries, because in total it should be 12 years rather than 10. So you are so lucky because if you want to expound more on your academic um, or scholastic record or achievement, then you can do that now. Now the question here, is it possible that all of you, so far I have 37 ESIT students for school year 2020-2021 first year. So is it possible that all 37 students will graduate in 2024? I am hoping, because that is my dream, that once you started this, you should end up together. Okay? But we also have to consider what are the reasons. Why is it that there are students who opted to stop either in the middle or halfway of the semester? In my 10 years of being a teacher for BSIT, I've never encountered any first year batch that graduated 100%. So, and here are the reasons. First, the internal factors. So there are two factors that we have to consider, internal or external factors. Internal factors are factors that comes from the students self. So first is educational project, not adequately thought out, hesitation between several studies choices. So um, there are instances that a certain subject or course is not properly introduced to students. Now, going back to my college years, so Jasper, when I'm gonna have a story. Way back in 2000, I I enrolled or I entered college 2000 at the University of Mindanao. I took up the Bachelor of Science in Computer Science at that time. Now, the process in UM is that for through first year, you'll not be introduced to any com-sci subjects, so general muna, gen ed lahat. Ganun. So that means that you'll still be given the chance to think about what will be your course for the next year. Is ganun ang kanilang process. So, sa akin naman is okay lang kasi madali. So, wala akong feeling grades during those times. But when I decided um, to change school, so I enrolled in the University of Southeastern Philippines, doon ko na-feel kung ano talaga yung comsci. So, I doubts and hesitations already came in. So, parang na-shock yung buong sistema ng katawan ko regarding the subject matter. Hindi ko alam kung anong gagawin ko. I don't have a computer at that time. Ano pa ito? Trivia. I only got my computer, personal computer, without the internet, or without internet connection when I was in my senior year. So that was 2000. My goodness. 2006 to 2007. So for the entire year since I started my IT journey from UM to University of Southeastern Philippines, I don't have a computer. So in other words, having a computer is a plus factor, but it doesn't mean that if you don't have a computer, you'll not survive the course. And take note, wala akong sariling internet connection at that time. Mobile phones at that time are not smartphone. Ano tawag sa Symbian. Parang keypad lang. So, it cannot connect to the internet. So, how did I survive? Okay? And then, mas mahirap ang IT noong panahon na yun kaysa ngayon. Kasi, nung araw, parang experimental ang lahat. So, parang even the teachers, kasi meron kasing ginatawag na parang gap. Yung gap na yun is that kung ano yung natutunan ng teacher nila sa kanilang mga schools, yun din yung ituturo nila sa amin. So mostly our teachers came from Ateneo and UIC. And during their time, nung nag-aaral pa sila, technology is very, very low. Kumbaga, can you imagine YouTube during those times? Wala pa siyang tutorials. Lahat ng videos sa YouTube are all music videos. Yun yung purpose kasi ng YouTube during those time. Facebook is just a social media platform. Wala pa siyang social learning. Wala pang nakaisip na pwede palang gawin na learning management system ang Facebook. Because during that time, ang pinakauso is Friendster. So, for social media. So, parang you gain friends. Parang ganun din yun. Yun yung mother of all social media platform, yung Friendster. Email at that time is very popular. Nag-classy pa kung magpalit na. Wala pa na ako na-check, ma'am. Kay, na-upload na niyo, ma'am.
Mag-upload ko doon, sir. Napay paperma kasi.
Ay, tarik na.
Adon.
Okay, sorry for that. Okay, so, sana ba ako? Okay. Going back. Okay, so, email. Yung email noon, ang pinakauso noon is Eudora Mail. So, I'm now taking you to down memory lane. So, Eudora Mail. So, wala na Eudora Mail ngayon. So, yun yung pinakauso. You have Love Mail. And then Yahoo. So, my Yahoo account, I got it from since 2001 until now. I still have that account. Si Yahoo kasi, meron siyang mga features such as Yahoo Messenger, wherein you can ma'am, wala pa ka nag-upload ma'am no, sa Dropbox. Mag-kuha naman kay ating wrong check.
So wala pa yung...
Wala pa ma'am. Ma'am, alay ka. Ay, katito na klase pa ma'am. Ay, siya.
Ano? Freelance ka dali.
Klase sa po ma'am ha. Okay, balik ka. So, yun. Yung, ano ba yun? Kasi, balik. Daming distractions. So, mas nagigit ka. Yung, okay. Yahoo. So, Yahoo that time is, aside from email, meron siyang messenger, which is nawala na ngayon. Messenger, ang term na messenger is nagsimula siya sa Yahoo, if I'm not mistaken. So, it's a chat. You can do private chatting, group chat, call, and then, meron din siyang Yahoo groups. So, different na mga hobbies or parang skills or organization. Parang gagawa ka ng Yahoo groups or group, and then doon kayo makikita-kita privately or publicly. So, ganun. Yung wala pa nakaisip na pwedeng gawin pala na tool for learning ang social media at that time. One of my mistakes at that time is that I did not save all my projects sa email. So, going back to the first reason, wala pa sir, wala pa na-connect siya. Na-edit to. I would na-edit sir. So, ganun. Good morning, Joel. So,
Sorry sir, hindi sir.
okay na, okay. That's okay. So, ang nangyari is that sa mga projects namin nung una, minerge yung ComSci at saka IT. So, there are subjects na parang common to all. So, in the subject na mayroong ComSci at saka IT, and that gave us a bit of confusion kasi iba ang discipline o iba ang composition ng IT at saka ComSci. Ang ComSci is more on mathematics, IT more on the business side. Because, by the way, on our unit number 2, we'll be exploring the difference between ComSci, IS, IT, and computer engineering. So that you will know pag nag-submit kayo ng mga projects or nag-proposal, dapat align siya with the BSIT na requirement. So, ganun. So, marami ang nag-give up kasi parang confused sila. Ano talaga ang difference ng IT at ComSci? Unlike now, na ComSci, IT, IS, and ComEng can stand by its own. So, that's why I'm here sa CC101. This is one of the most important subjects to build a stronger foundation on BSIT students for you to learn and to understand why are you here and why you should stay in this course. Ganon. So next is lack of commitment and motivation, lack of maturity, low inclination for effort, lack of self-confidence, fear of exam. Okay, observation during the first 2 weeks. Some of you, I'm so happy pala because there are only few people who are not following instruction or not following our pace. Majority of you are so diligent in reading my post in the units. So, nakafollow kayo doon sa dapat nating gawin. Some of you, I cannot actually explain why is it that lost when it comes to instruction. Okay, so before that, I would like to ask someone. Let's see. Mark, can you turn on your microphone? Here's my question. What could be the problem and why is it that some of your classmates cannot follow instruction or are confused with the instructions that I give? Mark, can you give me an answer? Mark, are you there? Si Mark. Chat na to si Mark. Mark. Mark outside, can you hear me? Mark, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, si Mark. Si Mark. Si Mark. Mark Joshua Auza.
Ay, sir.
Yes.
Sorry.
Kira, question ako. Na-observe mo yun naman no, nga na ay mga estudyante, ay yung classmates na wala ka follow sa instruction. So, unsa kay
Sir,
reason
sir.
kaya, hello? Unsa kay reason kaya nga nung nag-listen sila og follow sa instruction?
Um, um, sa ako sir, o napalo tong instruction sir kay siguro sir dili na mo na habit sir murag kanang wala na mo gitagaga ng answer ba sir kanang value. O
Mm.
sara mong ato sir.
Pero, kuan ba kanang confusing ba ang ako ang mga instructions or
Dili man sir.
dili? So, kato lang, imong kwan is wala na habit.
Yes, sir.
No? So, ikaw, unsa man yung ma-advise mong classmates para kanang mo-follow og instruction?
Answer kanang hinahin nila kanang lang daily o kanang practice sir para
Mm.
dili sila basta ako sir ano to sir itong sa about sa katong activity nimo sir
Mm-mm.
kay kanang okay ka response ang kwan sir ako ang alumni murag kanang busy gud sir
Mm.
ako na lang giuna tugan ako na lang giuna og answer tong ako ang 5 NFI
Mm-mm.
na
So,
pagtud karon sir wala pa ka response tong alumni
ito ka wala pa ka-response. Okay. Sige, thank you Mark. Mga tangat pulain. Si, si James. Si James Nabilo. Turn on
sir
your mic. Yes. Hi, James.
morning
Sige.
sir
Morning. Ingon magudri manggod sa kuan. Sa reason nga nung ma-fail ang estudyante or mundag eskwela is that lack of commitment and motivation. Okay. So, sa pagkakaroon na wala man tayo face-to-face na session, how do you motivate yourself nga mo eskwela jud ka og tarong? Di ba pwede mo gud nga ari-ani nagkuan ta, nag-online ta, kaya kita-turn off na ko ang camera. Pwede nga natulog na mo dira, magulat na mo pero what keeps you motivated para tiwason niyo siya o mo eskwela jud og tarong?
Kay kuan man sir, importante man siya sir, kanang magamit man po namo siya sir para puhon, para sa
Mm-mm.
future namo.
Okay. Was there a time before ka ni-graduate o ka ng senior high school nga niingon ka nga dili ko mag-college?
Wala, sir.
Wala. So gusto nyo ka magpiwas ng college.
Yes, sir.
Very good, very good. Kinsa man diri sa inyo ha, ang kanang wala untay plano mag-college, pero ni eskwela karon, ni enroll karon. Kumbaga katong senior high school or before that, ako dili ko mag-college, kutog na kog kanang senior high school. Kinsa ka? Jay, sige Jay, can you share? And then,
Ako sir,
sige, sige Jay. And then, share sa mo, Jay, nganong karon ka nag-enroll man ka? Okay, go.
Ako, sir, sir.
Yes, Jay.
Ako, sir, is, madungo ko, sir.
O madungog kayo.
Ay. Sige, sir. Ako, sir, is, bale, actually, kung wala pa lang tong COVID, sir, actually, mangita yung trabaho, sir, niya. Bale, karon na may COVID, sir, bale, gipugos na lang po sa mama, sir, ba nga, magpadayon na school lang para mahuman na lagi daw, sir, niya. Dili daw sayang ang tuig, sir.
Mm.
Para sunod bala daw sa sunod, sir, is baka trabaho na daw ko focus, dili na daw drop na kung balik og eskwela kung kano siya nga nagtrabaho na daw para dili tang ma-stress ako akong sa sarili, sir, ba nga matunga na ako ang oras sa akong pag-eskwela ug sa akong pagtrabaho daw, sir.
Mm. So how about you, ikaw? Kanang willing jud ka jud mo eskwela or napugos lang kasi mo mama?
Murag isugot na lang po ko, sir, para dili ko problema, sir, ba kay gusto mong puguna ko nga murag sustentuhan na lang ako kung sarili, sir, ba di na masige pa nga sa ginikanan, sir.
Mm. So you want to be financially independent. Yan na. So, tama man na, no? That could be your motivation. Na, kamo sa inyong tanan, masulti yun na ko ni is that dili assurance kasi mingon mo ha nga ka na kailangan din mo eskwela college para makatrabaho og tarong. Dili assurance nga makatrabaho mo og tarong once you have a degree. Kaso lang, dako mo og kanang edge or advantage sa pag-abot sa panahon, labaw na kung naay i-offer nga trabaho and it needs a college degree or requires college degree. So kana, kay nga naman, lahi jud ang imong ma-learn sa basic education kaysa sa college or tertiary education. So kana dira. And isa pa, daghan kaayo kung ingon mo nga trabaho, daghan kaayo og trabaho nga home-based or online. Kaso lang, pag mo tan-aw mo sa kanang mga qualification or requirements, makaingon jud mo nga kailangan nako mag-eskwela og usab or mo eskwela further. Ingana siya. So later on, gusto na ko pod nga kamo kay maka-online man jud mo, no? Gusto na ko nga imo ni yung option ang kanang home-based na trabaho, labaw na kung pang IT na trabaho while you're attending school. Labaw na karon na pwede man di ay mo trabaho o mo eskwela online. Then you don't have to go outside. Okay? So kana siya. I hope mo na siya inyong motivation, no? Study hard and then sige, maabot ta sa point nga I will be introducing some online work or job para kamo ma-motivate mo. Kailangan nako makabalo ani skill kay para makasulod ko ani nga trabaho. Sige, muna akong promise. I will actually include that in the coming lessons na to because part of the CC 101 is to introduce the skills needed and will be acquired after graduating or while studying BSIT. Sige. Next is problems in learning how to be a student. Kani siya is Ay, very ano siya, kanang rampant. Namo pa yung mga tao na dili gusto maging estudyante and kung sa ba ng estudyante? Ang estudyante is maminaw sa teacher or sa instructor, mo interact sa instructor and sa iyang fellow student, and at the same time mo discover or mag-research. Isod kaayo jud ang trabaho sa estudyante. Yun ta nga. May pag na estudyante na lang ko. Imagine nga you'll be juggling different subjects. It's not just your major subject, but you also have your minor subject. Okay? Now, ang minor subject, mingon mo nga, ano mo taba? Ano mo eskwela man ko ani? Na BSIT man ko. Kung sa may relasyon sa kani percussive communication, sa Rizal, sa Filipino, sa akong paging BSIT. So, isip kayo maging estudyante noon, yun ka nga. Pwede ba sir nga pagsulod na ko as BSIT, programming dimitensyo, or maghimo din ka ng system. So, proseso na siya. It comes to, you need to fulfill different steps before you can actually go to the top. So, lisod kaayo, wala pa, kumbaga, kung dati, imuhang concept sa pagiging estudyante is, mumatag sa iyo, mga igbaon sa mama or papa, mag-ilis, maadtog school, malingkod, magdula, and then mutambay. After that, balik sa balay, matulog, o matanaw TV, mag-Mobile Legends. But this time, sa college, natig na tawag nga independent learning. So kamo, you'll now independently discover things. Us, teachers, or your instructional coaches, will just give input. So maabot sa panahon na I'll be giving you instructions to research on this and that, read this and that, and hatag mo sa pag-feedback or inyong response. So, ana pagiging student. The other reason is insufficient intellectual skills, school baggage, pre-requisites, working methods. So, dili ganahan mag-take notes, dili ka na memorize. Ako, I don't like taking notes. Kay mas ganahan mag ko personally nga while nag-stress si teacher, nag-interact ko, the more I interact, the more siya na ma-retain sa ko ang mind. I also hate memorizing. Okay, memorizing is so boring. That's why I wanted to understand a subject matter. The moment I understand it, mas dali na ako siya ma-explain or ma-embrace. Exam preparation, this one. Kinsa ba estudyante kan hag-exam? Diba? It's a tiring activity, but examination, dila gina-measure kung unsa bay nasabtan or wala nasabtan sa estudyante. Now, siguro there are misconceptions about giving examinations. Dapat magod, examination should further prepare a student to the higher level. And say, for example, gamay imong kuha ani nga exam. Therefore, daghang kag wala pa nasabtan ana nga subject. So the teacher must look for methods on how the student can understand the missing part. Pero po, responsibility po sa student to study. Lahi man gud na wala na sabtan kaysa sa wala jud di studyhan. Namang ko ko sir, nag-study siya ko ni sir. Nag-ibog lang jud ko. Nigiunsa ni. Kaysa sa, nag-abri ba ka libro? Wala. Nagbasa ba ka? Wala. Kaya so mo pagkasabi. Nabuing. So muna no, kung napansin ninyo, open kayo akong line of communication sa mga tao. Sir, wala ko kasabot ani, paki-explain. So, I explain. Pero naay ubang tao man gud na-explain na, bisaya pa jud, wala pa gyud nasabtan. Kay wala niya gisabot, wala niya gi-absorb. And na siya reason ana. Next, inadequate personal skills like time management, concentration, and emotional control. Kani, time management. Wala dito excuse ani. Last year, napatay excuse. Yung tama. Sir, ma-absent ko kay nagipatrabaho si mama or papa. So, technically, you cannot go sa eskwelahan. Kay, ang i-travel nimo supposed to be is itrabaho nimo sa balay. Ay, magguna ba ka, maglimpyo ba ka, bantay ka sa igsoon na. Pero, karon nga naman sa mga balay, wala na excuse. Muna na giingon niya, suda mo absent ani kanaka sa balay ko nag-eskwela or nagtrabaho. That's true. Concentration. How do you set focus? How you keep your focus? Pag time gani, remember, we have only 2 days. We have Monday and Tuesday na klase. So, kung MWF yung klase, that's me. Pag TTH, pwede ibang teacher. Now, you have 3 days to make your performance task. So, kana, focus lang. Ano man. What if mahumani mo din imong performance task Wednesday or Thursday? Di okay kayo. We have all the time in the world sa imong Friday, Saturday, Sunday to do your own thing. Ano yan? So, i-practice ninyo dyan nga mindsetting. Kanang sa growth mindsetting nyo. I can do this, I will do this, and I will finish this. Ingana siya. Ako, iabot na ko sa point sa akong life na I wanted to finish everything before I go on vacation. So, ha? Ka-boring ba na, sir? Yes. It could be boring to everyone. Kaya ang concept mo guna ko sa vacation is, it's a reward. Kumbaga, ngano mo adto kong vacation, kunya magunahon ako work. Useless akong vacation. Gasto-gasto ko, nag-waste kong time to travel sa Capri, and then I'm still thinking of work. Now, if it's a vacation, it should be a vacation. It's a rest and recreation. And so, during this time, and even before, masipa nag-Saturday, Sunday, I still work. After here, I end my shift here 6 in the morning, 6 in the evening, 6 in the evening, 6 p.m. I still work at home. So that's why, kay dili ko gusto nga na kanang pending na holidays. I still work. Kay daghan ko feel na ko, di man feel, pero kabalo ko sa ako ang workload. Same as you. Mahuman ng gihapon ang tanan. That's why, humanon na lang siya sa deadline. Okay? And speaking of deadline, for pre-midterm, deadline will now be strictly followed. Meaning to say, pag nag-deadline ng ani, so, syempre no, usually akong deadline is Monday or Friday, ito, for Saturday, for Monday na lang. So, mag-set ng deadline for online. And so, for the modular, it's every Wednesday because that's the time they submit their output. Ay, iparihin lang din ako guys. So, anyways, magsabot na tayo. So, muna yun na siya ang deadline. So, no more extension. Naman, if I will extend, you also have to think of your teacher. Not only me, but all your teachers. Kung i-extend na siya, ang teacher, madagdagan iyang trabaho. Magtapok siya. How can we give a feedback if daghag late submissions? Unahon dito na mag-recent, malate na, ang late submission, malate pa yun siya. And feedback during this time is very important Kaya muna siya ang inyong maging guide on how to improve your work. Ilain ko kayo no, nag-submit mo sa mua niya. I-checkan lang namo tapos mo man kay nanay grade. Nya mga tanong mo nga ani akong grade, sir. Kana it's a no-no. Mas kailangan ang kada i-submit sa estudyante nagin na siya feedback para kabalo mo nga mali day ko diri tungod kay. And sa prelim natay twist. It's not only me who will give the feedback, but also you. You'll be judging your own performance task. And that is part of the grading system. So, no. So, hindi mo dapat mag-submit lang yan. Masi kung, pag ano inyo, kung kamo ka nagbuhat, makaingon mo pangitan niya kung ibuhat ko. Labaw na si Sir Diego. Kung napangitan mo, di ka mo, ako po napangitan. So, improve ninyo inyong work. Anyways, this is for your own good. Second to the last reason for internal factors to the student is cultural or geographical gap. Kani siya, wala kayo mabuhat ani. What if from Davao City na to Cotabato? Pero pero di ay, pero. Since online man siya ang klase, even though na taga Cotabato ka, pwede gapong ka pa dahil sa eskwela. Baka online man siya. Pero katupang face-to-face pa ni, wala na dyan. Well, that's the end. Lastly, and this is the most popular na reason, personal or financial problem. Personal problem could it be nga dili siya financial due, pero naay problema sa pamilya or sa imuha sarili. Kumbaga, nawala ang motivation, wala na siya ni-wrap up sa tanan, no? Wala lang, all of a sudden, ingon lang I quit. But quitting is never an option for a person na gusto maging successful. Diba? Kaya wala ka nga, mas even me inganin ako ang teacher na ko, but there are times na kaunaw na ko nga, dangon ako ni Oy, pero, makaingon ko nga, ang dangon na ko niya, gagawago naman ko, kanang daghan ako napundar ba, it's just like an investment. So going to school is like an investment. Kada i-submit ni mga performance task, wala kang nag-submit, wala kang nag-ipon o kwarta sa bangko. Karon, daghan na kayo na-ipon. Hindi ka di ay nga, undang na ko. Ano? The more ka dapat mo padayon. Kaya nga no, kung sa mo na-ipon, wala mo ma-withdraw. The question here, pag na-withdraw na ba nimo ang kulang, enough na ba to siya to move on with your life? Pwede nga yes, pwede nga dili, but it depends on you, on how you set what is your mindset in life. Financial problem naman, this is really a problem, not just for student, but also sa imong parent. Labon na kung ikaw, dependent ka sa imong parent. Just like si Jay, ingon siya ganyan ng gusto niya nga magtabangan iyang parent sa finances, gusto po siya maging financially independent. Now, the more nga dapat mag-pursue sa studies because mas dagang opportunities ang pwede nga maabot sa inyo if you have that diploma. Okay? So, kanya. Inunaw ninyo dili lang kamo ang DSIT student sa kalibutan. Kaya masibag na to, there is a Toril. We have St. Peter's College of Toril. Pag mo-graduate ang duha, magpag-graduate ang duha ka eskwelahan, pila mo kabuo, 37 plus buta na to 37 po dito, tanan. Mo-output po dito sa downtown area, daghan kay nag-BSIT. I-multiply pa na siya sa pila kabuo kung mag-BSIT sa Mindanao, sa Visayas, Shopee na padrili, char. Ug sa Pilipinas, sa Luzon, o sa Tibok Nasod, Tibok Kalibutan, pila ka BSIT graduate kung maabot yan nga panahon sa 2024. Pwedeng daghana. The question here, how are you going to stay up among the pack? Diba? How can you be recognized if daghan kaayo mo? So, kana. Muna itong challenge karon na dapat yung dito nga, oy, graduate ko BSIT, pwede ko basta-basta. And I have a good news for you. Last Friday, katong first cum laude na to, si Mark Anthony Cruz, nibisita siya sa kuha. Kaya nagkuha po siya sa iyang credentials. So, Sir ginagmay. I congratulated him because nakatrabaho na siya. And you know what? I really like his attitude because nana siya actually trabaho and it's a good paying job. It's a home-based job. May good paying job siya because nakapundar siya o 40,000 worth nga gaming computer. Imagine. Nagsugod siya og work katong quarantine, katong lockdown. And from that short span of time, nakapundar siya og 40,000 worth. Ano, most to ko sa yung classmate. So, yun sa niya, nag-apply siya online and then go ako may yung credentials, katrabaho siya. And then that was, ang itong company ko yung trabahoan is a company na bago pa lang nag-abre and it's international company. Nakuha niya somewhere sa, sige lang i-share na ko to asa niya nakuha itong trabaho. So, trabaho siya. Pero, ang desire din sa iyang heart is not that job because na siya IT pero dili ang gusto niya maging developer. So, nangita pa gyapon siya laing trabaho even though na siya trabaho. Then, natanggap siya sa may downtown area sa Lanco Building. Paano siya karon? He is now a software engineer. A software engineer is the one that develops also systems. And you know what? One of the factors when nadawat siya, it's because of his capstone project. Katong wala thesis na tatari. Yung capstone project na good is about malaying in clinics. Yan, na siya information system. And then, kato siya ng capstone project, kompleto na dito siya o kanang elements or content. Now, after the presentation, present niya, nastuyan niya ito yung capstone project. Isa di ay sa projects di ay na ginatrabaho, anak ang kumpanya na yung ginatrabaho is the same as sa yung capstone project. So, instantly, nagkaroon o connection or kumbaga relevance iyang pag-apply. So now, nadawat siya. And he is now so happy because iyang dream job iyang ginatupad. And to think Mark is not a very good student katong way back high school. Bugoy-bugoy siya. Pero nag-decide siya sa sarili niya, I have to change my mindset and my attitude because I want to finish. I want to go to this direction. Noto, that's his story. So, muna no, not all people nga naging successful later on kay kanang maayo sila dyan. As in perfect, no. They have their flaws also, but they tend to decide what direction. We also have the, we also have the external factors to the student. Kung kaning external factors, muna ni mga nasa palibot, mga katong internal mo to imuhang sariling experience. So external is first study year or study program. So posible manggod kung tahay ni stop na lang jud ka kay ngano naabtan ka sa new curriculum. Kaninyo is new curriculum. What if ni stop ka atong 2005? Pagbalik ni mo eskwela, new curriculum na kadapat. Meaning to say, magbalik ka sa sugod. So, mag-decide na ka, hindi na kung eskwela. Anak ka simple. Studying conditions, supervision by the professor or assistant. So, kani siya sa amuan na ni mga teacher. So, how do we deliver our lessons? How do we supervise, manage, or guide our students? Hindi ka nga, bala ni sa iyo ko, hindi ka balong tuglo. Of course, ikaw ang estudyante, di na ka ganang eskwela, undang. Undang, di ka mangitahag na eskwelahan. Ano, or mo shift kag laing course. Okay, bala na sa iyo ko. Relevance of study plans, overloaded study programs, ambiguous requirements by the professor. Kani, unahon ako ni si relevance of study plans. Kunwari, liingon ko nga 4 years lang yun ni ang IT. Or sa yun ka kayong IT. Pag abot di ay isuda ba rin ni sir? Undang. Overloaded study programs. It's actually, kung siya, relative ni siya sa ambiguous requirement. Daghana ba gihatag ani ni Sir Diego o kanang requirements? Wala na minasayod kung unsay connection ani. So it's my duty as your instructional coach to explain unsay relevance, unsay connection sa inyong ginatrabaho karon didto sa inyong gusto i-achieve at the end of the 4-year journey. Okay? Second to the last, exam selectiveness. Natay ginatawag na ganahan ko ang exam, bago pagkabuhat ng exam, kani isa kay way lami undang. Okay? Chance. Ang chance is tagaan ba nihatag ba ang kanang government, ang eskwelahan, o chance para maka-eskwela ka in a form of scholarships, kana, or mga financial assistance or anything na pwede magkapadayon sa pag-eskwela. So, muna external factor. So, However, despite these reasons why there are many PSIT students finish the course, sa katong kadaghan nga mga reasons na wala siya nabago full time, nganong daghan man gihapon ang nakagraduate og BSIT. Masipag wala sila kwarta, wala sila motivate. Kasi katong kumbaga naa siya tanang rason ato nung anong graduate niya po siya. So I'll ask question now. Dito ko kay Squando B. Mary Grace. Hi, Mary Grace. Si Mary Grace. Hi, Mary Grace. Hello, Mary Grace. Mary for Merry Christmas. Mary Grace. So, sa katong mga reasons na to, nganong ang estudyante mo unang eskwela, mas daghan kay ito ng internal na external factor. Nganong daghan ng gihapon ang nakalampos o nakahuman o BSIT, masipag nasa yung ato nga mga rason. Ay, Mary Grace, i-type na lang imong kuan ni. Pwede naman i-type imong kuan, imong answer kay medyo robotic imong tingog. I-type na lang ha, kay basahon ako. Masing short lang, good. Okay. So while Mary Grace is typing her answer, nganong daghan po nakagraduate, I will ask Joel Mukia. Joel, are you there?
Hello, sir.
Hi, Joel. So nag-type
Yes, sir.
hello. Sana.
Hello, sir.
Hi. So, question ako no usab. Ngano man sa kadaghan atong rason nga maundang ang estudyante og eskwela sa external o internal, nganong daghan maghihapon ang nakalampos og BSIT. And we're focusing on BSIT ha kay man inyohang kanang kuan inyohang course. Nganong daghan maghihapon ang nilampos sa BSIT?
Kay tungod ang uban, sir, kay kamot, sir.
Okay. So, ning kamot. Ikaw ba, if you want, kung gusto niyo ma-share ha, kung sa may mga rason dito, katong akong gipresent, na posible maimong mahimong rason if ever lang maundang kag eskwela. If ever maundang kag eskwela, no, unsa kayo mga rason dito, gay kung siguro duha ka rason, either internal or external, maimuhang mahatag sa kuha. Nganong in the future ba siguro undang ko sir kay tungod kay speed up.
Nangabot sa kuan, sir, sa financial nga
Okay. about sa financial problem. So, kanina nindot ni siya nga topic na financial problem. So, dito financial problem, unsa man jud ang status sa imong financial problem if ever that will happen. Kanang wala na jud paraan para ma-support imong eskwela.
Sir,
Kanang unsa man jud kanang financial problem sir niya. Wala jud ka support sa para sa pag-eskwela sir. Kanya. Wala na ba ang status?
hindi sir, mag-ana sir.
Sige. Mary Grace, na-type na ni imuhang kuan, imong answer. Okay, while nagstorya mi din ni Joel. Okay. So, kunwari lang jud maundang ka kay wala na kay pang pa-eskwela. So, masulbad ba ang imong problema nga akay problema sa finances?
Sir, ako lang ni Ros.
Masulbad dili.
Walang dili sir.
Dili. So, kung sa may buhaton, kung sa man day buhaton nimo di ay para masulbad ang una sa tug sulbad ang financial problem. So ano yung pagsulbad imong financial problem?
Gamot lang sir, mita na lang ka. Kailangan po diri dipita sir.
Ngita trabaho.
Yes, sir, balag diri lang.
Oo.
Kabalik.
So para asa man imuhang kanang kuan imuhang gipagtrabahuan?
Para sa pag-eskwela sir, wala na pang gamit para ni ron sa online sir. Papigay og load sir dili.
So in other words, pwede di nga dili undang, no? Mangita lang og solusyon. Tapos ipadayon gyud ang pagka-eskwela, no? So ing ana
Yes,
ba? So ang gusto ipasabot dito is that ang problema na natira. Pero ang question na ba kay solusyon? And this is actually the main point on why you entered the BSIT arena. Kay sa moabot na panahon, ma-realize ninyo ang BSITDI are problem solvers. Actually, ang atong ginapangita yung problema, may ka-weird ba ni Sir Diego, mangitag problema para maskwela? Yes. Ang problema sa uban, muna ato ang panginabuhi. Example, basahin din ako si Kwan na answer ni Mary Grace. Siguro sir, kay gusto jud niya. Kay naad ko'y na-interview nga alumni sir, magusto siya muundang pero gusto jud niya makabalo siya ani. Gusto jud niya maka-learn sa iyang gusto. So, kuya siya mindset Mary Grace, no? Kay kaundangon na siya, pero gusto niya ipaday siya, ug nahuman siya, kay alumni naman siya. So, going back to the problem solver. Kaniha, kung tayo nag-graduate na mo PSIT, ngayon kayo kung problem solver ta, kay mangita kong problema sa atong palibot. Let's say for example, traffic jam. Problema kayo na siya. So, ang IT, kung saan yung kung asa siya musulod dito siya mapasok sa pag-discover asa di ay nagikan ang problema. Karon, once nabalaan na to, ang problema din sa traffic, example lang, ang problema din sa traffic is gamay lang di ay ang tao o traffic enforcer. How can we resolve that? So muna nang gawas ako si Waze kanang maghatag ng direction sa asa ang kanang naay counterflow, naay traffic jam, asa ang walay kanang smooth ang dalan or naghatag og direction. That lessens the problem sa traffic. Nag-gets niyo? So kung ikaw nga nag-BSIT, dili ka mismo kabalo mangita og solusyon sa imong sariling problema, how much more kung mangita na problema sa laing tao, isod na kay siya buhaton. So, kanang mga capstone projects sa mga estudyante nga nag-graduate, kanang alumni, those are problems na gikan sa actual client nga ilang gitagaag solution. And later on, maabot po ta dira sa ato ang discussion. So, pag-abot na to kay, ang ato ang magong main project for CC101 is for you to come up with a proposal na mag-solve siya og problem using IT solutions. Muna siya inyong final project sa ato ang CC101. Individual ni siya. So, tagana ta mo ka ng tip kung ano siya. And thank you so much for your cooperation. So, let's move on to the next. Kani, always remember this. Kung wari na dyan yan, inabot sa panahon na, sir, gilaay na dyan ko. Unaw na yun siya. What is your mindset? And so, tanaw ninyo, ang mindset, daghan rin nakapalibot sa iyaha. Your behavior, action, the results, performance. But it starts with your attitude. So, what is an attitude? What is attitude? Hi. So we have 3 types of attitude. You have positive attitude. Muna siya ang attitude na ganahan kayo sa may kanang syempre no, kanang naman tayo ito, attitude ka girl. Diba nga na no? Kanang ang attitude mismo, dili siya yun na kanang kuha na, dili siya negative ha, dili siya masama. So natay tulo, positive attitude. Muna yung mga tao nga kanang cheerful, dali lang makapalagay ng loob kana siya nga wala siya kanang bahid ng kasamaan, charot, wala siya evilness, muna siya si positive attitude. Si negative attitude po, muna siya ang katong mga mulubugay sa tua, kunwari kanang depressed na gani ka, mas imuhang ka ng friend kaya na siya negative attitude, na siya shutting ka, so kana kung imuhang friend kaya na siya positive attitude, instead ni inon kayo mo shot ka, istoryahan niyo siya sa state of mind nga active mo. Remember, pag nanagani na intoxicated na gani mo or nanagani alcohol inyong utok, di na siya maayo yung istoryaan niya. Remember that. I've been there. So you talk with, or you should be with people with positive attitude. Di ba sa mga plastic, no? Pero kung moabot nila sa panahon din na magkaroon tag down moments, then these positive people or people with positive attitude will give you enlightenment na, uy, pag sure dira, mas dako pa ang Ginoo kaysa sa inyong problema. Imagine na, no? God is bigger than our problems. And then, our problems might be smaller or very basic compared to other people's problem. Example, yung tanga, kaundangan ng eskwela kaya wala kay kwarta. Try to look at those people na nasa African countries. Gawas sa wala sila kwarta, wala sila kaon. Or how come they survive? Kanya. So, yun ka, nang maulaw kasi mo sarili na ingon niya, undang ko, quit ko, ang ibang tao ganit ni survive. Even people nga nagka-COVID, remember katong 85-year-old nga katong pinaka-tigulang nga survivor sa COVID, supposed to be, pwede siya mamatay unta, pero man survive man siya because he really wanted to survive because of his positive attitude. Ang neutral attitude po is neutral siya kay in between. Di siya dautan, dili po siya pwede yung mga positive. For example, ulawon siya, di siya pala storya, di mo po niyo nga, dautan man ka, kaya di ka mastorya, di mo po kami yung nga, positive kay kano, kaya di ka mastorya, no, neutral na to siya. Pero, kaning pagiging neutral man good, Dito ni siya maayo. Kung naka-remember ko quote from an X-Men movie. Sa tuoy, basta si Storm, pangutanan siya ni Kuan, ni ako na ni-review ha, di na ko rise basta ni si Storm kay Wolverine ba to, nga dapat yun mo take ag isa ka side no matter what it is. Because that particular line really struck me because no, you should not be neutral all the time. Dapat mo take yung side because sa pag-take mo side, ito yung makita ang imong character. How did you come up with a decision to take that particular side? Okay, so do not be neutral all the time. But being neutral also is helpful. I'm not saying that it's bad. That's why di siya bad, di siya good. Okay, for example, nag-away na yung mga friends, ay napagkuhan, ay napaglabot-labot. Pwede manahimik na lang kami. Kung all na kasi nag-away, natunin mo sila nga naundang sa nag-away, then, saka ka mapasok sa mga positive attitude instead of negative. So, pagbation mo sila o istoryahan mo sila. Ano lang. So, going back to this is so familiar. 6 or 9. Just because they disagree doesn't mean they're wrong. The more you argue, actually, it's wala gisulti din no kanang war, it's disagreement. So, na siya difference between kanang nag-away mo o nag-disagree. Because nag-disagree ka, kit kabalo ka kung unsay nakita nimo, you have to defend your side. That's a good thing because later on, you will learn na tama ka no, what if in ani. So you will now create solutions or theories or even new discoveries because of that argument. Kaya lisod jud kaayo managna o kung sino unang nimo. It's better to say it, but say it nicely. Okay. So here it goes. So nanito sa ITtitude. So si ITtitude is actually IT plus attitude na nabuhat ni siya nga term way back 2008 2018 because we wanted to create a brand for our BSIT students. Kumbaga, ni kag DCC BSIT usin na sila di ay na si ITtitude. Kay si IT naa siya iyang sarili nga listahan kung unsa dapat imuhang dapat ma-achieve. Dungagan nimo siya og attitude, which is positive attitude. That becomes attitude. Later, sa inyong worksheet, na dito, or sa inyong instruction material, na checklist, you read the IT specification or requirements, and then you check kung sa'yo naan niyo dito na wala pa. Then let's see. Don't worry kung wala pa mo tanan because that means to say we still have more years or more sessions to deal with each other so that we will achieve all those 14 kabuok na IT outcomes. Okay? So that's ITtitude. So, kung naman ITtitude, you should achieve this. This is your main goal. The Italino. This is the Information Technology Academic Warriors. And I do hope that all of you will keep an eye on this para ma-maintain ninyo inyong good scholastic record. It's not just going to school, but learning everything or almost everything. Then from learning, wala mo kabantay. Deansley sa ko di ay. Na cum laude na ko di ay. Yeah. So again, keep your eyes on the prize. Is Italino. Now, try to look at this picture. So, kita naman dyan maanin, no? What is the relationship between attitude, and success? This is an iceberg. So, kabalo mo sa, wala tayo iceberg sa Pilipinas. Ganun siya sa mga Arctic regions. So, muli nagpalubog sa Titanic. Pero, as you can see in those images, You have your future success and your current attitude. So, question here is that what is the relationship between attitude and success? So, ask the whole question. Mag-ask ko kay Miss Petilo. Miss Petilo, are you there? Ang early bird ng
Yes, sir.
6101. Hi. So,
Hello.
nakita pa niyo mo ang paano ang slide?
Yes, sir.
Sige daw, be. Sa relasyon sa kanang first image or sa success sa imong attitude.
So, sa success no kay daghan man nakasulat din niya, di ba, sa kaning libog nga
Mm-mm.
Spurge. Makita na nga nakasulat dira is what people don't see, dedication, hard work.
Mm-mm.
So, sa success is ang makita lang sa tao kung mag-success ka is imo lang pagka-success. Wala nila nakita ang imong kanang kumbaga imong kaagi kung inani imong agian para maabot imong success.
Mm-mm.
Tapos sa attitude, mm, mas ano kanang mas gamay lang ilahang nakita kumbaga sa imuhang attitude kay attitude nga kanang wala nila nakita o wala nila nakita sa imuha kumbaga wala pa nimo napagawas.
Mm-mm.
Hana
Sige.
lang ako.
Very good. Nice point. Si Jasper, kung natay early bird, naputay last, sa may last worm. Jasper,
Pardon, sir?
kung sa relationship sa attitude o success.
Um, ang relationship sa attitude o ang success, sir, kay nag-depend ang imong success depende po sa imong attitude kung tahay kanang nakay positive nga kanang insight nimo sa imong kinabuhi, sir ba,
Mm-mm.
murag nakay kanang goal nga gusto nimong maabot, so willing ka nga ah mubuhat sa tanan mga butang maski mga challenges para
Mm.
maabot nimo nga goal or success nimo.
Okay, very good. Sige, another question. Kay Princess Jane, isa sa mga kanang kuan kayo kanang responsive sa ato ang mga host. Hi,
Good morning,
Princess.
sir.
Good morning. Mary Jane, Jane, Mrs. Jane.
Pres-
Ngano kaya nga mas dako ang mas sa attitude kaysa sa success. Ang success, ngano gamay no kay makita pero grabe man kadako di ay sa attitude nga part. Ano kaya?
Kay kuan man, sir. Ang success kay makita man gud siya dayon, sir, kay kanang kanang naabot nimo, sir, bad so daghag makakita. While ang attitude, sir, kay para ra na sa imong sarili, ikaw ray nakabalo, walay nakakitaan na. So imo ran sarili nakaila sa imo kung unsa imong attitude. While imong success, sir, kay makita na sa daghan kay unsa imong naabot o kanang naabot na nimo imong mga kuan, sir ba, mga goals nimo, so nakita na sa lain tao yung well imong attitude imo lang jud na siyang kuan, sir.
So,
Sa imo ra
posible
jud ang
ba?
sarili.
Okay, very good. So, posible ba nga ang imong sa imong success makita imong attitude mo?
Ang uban, sir, posible po.
Posible. Sige.
Yes, sir.
Sige. Dito kataglain. Si kumani. Sabi lang si Jerwin. Jerwin, hello.
Hello, sir.
Hi. So, kung question ka related yapon siya sa picture. Okay. There are people manggod na ningon sila sa iyo na lang mo nagkuhan. Uy, sa'yo na kay kakanang, tayo na, imong example, ngayon na lang. Na kayo mga classmates yun, na wala ka eskwela college, tama? Kumbaga, wala sila padayon. Mostly sa ilaha, makita na nila ang tip sa iceberg, kanang success. Mean to say, kanang nakita nila karon is that is your current status, katong which is your success nga naka-college ka, whereas imong other classmates wala sa ka-college. Now, kung saan mo sila pag-encourage nga mapareho po sila sa imuha nga naa sila in ana nga status, kumbaga napoy successful ilang ma-feel kasama sa imuha.
Ano sir, ako sir kay
Hello? Yes?
dungog ko sir.
Dungog kayo.
Ako sir, ma-encourage na ako sila sir is ano mag sir kaning basta success kay ano ko sa taas kay yun po siya. Which is sa tinuod yun nga kuan nagka-crucial ka ng trials. Bali ako ano na ko sila i-explain na kog tarong kung unsa jud ka tinuod ang pagbuhat nga may mo yung successful gud sila.
Tama.
Lang time nga content ko sir level pud kayo bali na-joy time nga ako mga sir na gusto na kay kumon kay grabe kayo sir. Bas ano po potential ano sir bro ang mga sila sir baka dili mo gud kumuning kamot sir sa may ipakuan ako pohon sir og magminyo po ana sa may akong igasto sa akong pamilya pohon or unsa man ako kaunon pohon kung dili ko mo iswilag tanong kay pohon mo sir kay dili naman perme atong binikanan magbuhi perme sir kay wala bilang na lang ilang kay buhay sir kamot na lang para imagine mawala ang failure mga problema sa eskwela sir o na siya manang maning kamot ko sa balag lisod or magunti na unsa man sir na just mo laban jud ko sir.
Tama. I agree, and I hope everyone also agrees with what Jerry had just said. Ang success man good, dali ngunit pinakadali makita sa tanan. Kay wala man jud tao or few lang jud ang mga tao nga nagatan-aw sa tong effort, di ba? Usay ganito ma-feel na to nga ka-unfair ba ang ni kana ako ang naghago pero lahi ang tao nga na-honor. Di ba naman din ana or lahi ang natagaan ng attention. Pero kung ikaw mismo kabalo ka sa imong sarili, ikaw ang nagtrabaho ato, kinsa man karon ang naka-learn, mas dali jud ikuan, mas dali siya i-acknowledge ang success. In a group ha, nasa groupings. I hope naka-experience mo ani na sa inyong grupo sa eskwelahan kanang inyong work, isa lang o duha lang kabuk ng trabaho. Pero at the end of the day, tanan mo kay natagaan o kanang appreciation. Pati itong wala na trabaho. You will feel so unfair. Unfair ba ano? Agree si Princess. Okay. Diba unfair kayo? Pero, panawag balik. Kinsa man ang naka-learn. Kay basig mo abot na pud ang panahon, you will do the same project. Katong mga wala nagtrabaho, magtuon pa to sila. Samantalang ikaw nga mo'y nagtrabaho, na master na nimo ang job. Gets? So success di ay is not all the time should be recognized. Muna dapat inyong hangnaon. Ayaw dyan mo ka na ingon na dapat pag na ako'y nahuman, pat iingon i-acknowledge ko nga, uy, kahawd ni mo. That should not be the case all the time. You have to wait for other people to recognize it. Kumbaga, naakadira, okay, nahuman ko. Pero wala naka-appreciate, sakit siya usahay. Pero naman, I can do the work. Masipagpiyongan ako na. How about the others? I have to share this experience when I was in college. Inaana po ko, dili ko, mo trabaho dyan ko. During our time sa mga capstone project, kumbaga, Ito nga time is, bago niya is IPS, Internet Programming System, something like that. Oh, nawala ang internet. Internet Programming System. Oh God. Nawalang internet. Okay, pagayin lang ko. Okay, so shall we go back? Running upload. Okay, so when I was in college, I have this group for our final touch. So happened it was all busy. Karon, I was the one who actually made the dream project and pagkauman, niabot ang time. Wala siya ko natabangan. So, kind of devastated. Ako, feeling ako rin ng trabaho. Niabot ang time na nag-defense na me. During the defense, of course, I can actually answer everything. My two other members, co-members, what did sila yung nasa is, wala sa kabalo asa mo tugad. So that was the rewarding part sa kuha. It was my reward. So if maningkamot di ka di ay, if you actually have this positive attitude, you will actually gain success. And success. Hello, I'm back. Nawalang internet for a while. Nawala internet. Nangibalik na ta. Nangibalik na. Gani. Balik ko sa story na ako, ha? Dami na itong story eh. Sige, balikan ako kung story. During that time, wala kabalik ang uban. Wala na sir. Anyways, nani siya sa recorded. So, balikon ako, ha? Katong college pa ko, kuan kani nani wala thesis, final thesis sa tulo mi kabuk sa mga ang group. So, ako lang ang nagtrabaho di sa mga grupo. So, I feel ko na-depress ko gamay. I felt so alone. So, during that time na defense namin, syempre matubag na ko tanan. Sila po, di nila matubag. Wala isa kabalo asa tubag ko. So, in my part, that was my success story sa among project. Kay, wala ko ni undang. Kumbaga, masipag na feel na ako nga, nabiyaan ko. Wala ko ni undang because I don't want na wala akong matrabaho. Tingin ko nga, so kung undang ko ko ani, wala mahuman, mas alaot ko. So I just moved on. Pero wala na ako sa gitangga sa amo ang grupo. I let the professors kanang po analyze, assess kung sa igrado sila. So, ang punto dito is always keep your feet on the ground. Try to look at the lower part kaning sa iceberg, kaning nalubog sa tubig, because that will keep you grounded. Kanang mga buta nga wala nakitaan sa mga tao, dida ka daghan kay ma-learn kaysa sa dito sa success. Remember ha, na ay mga tao dyan na ego lang na sila may nga mo criticize yun sa mga bashers, either critics or bashers. Mayroon sila nga dagan nagikag effort sa imong gibuhat sa baba. Pero pag abot sa taas, kulang pa. Now, keep keep your positive attitude intact and then treat it as a challenge kung saan mo pag-improve in your sarili. You're not actually be bothered with their bashes. Ano na, ang mga bashers, they do that, the mga critics, they do that because they cannot do what you have done. It's easier to judge than to do it. Always remember that. Dili yung program. Dili kagabiin mo siya gibuhat. Nga ni ubang tao ni ay mura ni mo nabuhat. Ipakita nimo ang imuhang code. I-explain sila. They will actually know, mura din mo nabuhat. Sige na siya sa, kumbaga, kanisa, nasa tip sa iceberg, this is the output of your project. Ang kanina address sa attitude is, this is your code. Ang makitaan lang sa mga tao is your programming imuhang output. Wala sa kabalo behind the code, and they will never understand the syntax of this code because you are the only one who truly understand and can interpret those codes. Always remember that. So, are you ready to play the ITtitude game? The answer should be yes. Because we are now here, we started it, so we finished it. And that ends our session. So, ako sa exam. Ang exam is karon nga week. So, your examination DI is not going to be a multiple choice title exam. It's still going to be a comprehensive exam. It's separate from the summative nga kuan. So, later on, with tomorrow, I will post your activity and your assessment, the formative and the summative. Plus, I will be also announcing, I will also post your examination. Okay? So, kato siya. So, for your other subjects, just, your teachers will just be posting. And overtime na time is 10:08. So, if you have other questions, just post it sa to ang FIDA Mall. Okay? Bye-bye!
Yes, sir.